Hey local viewers of INTV Team Action News. My name's Eddie.
And I'm Jeffrey Jorgensen.
And Nolan wasn't able to make it here today because he's in Prescott, taking care of inland business.
Eddie is the behind-the-scenes man when it comes to INTV. He is our editor slash filmer slash magician, making us look good all the time, every day, every week, every month, every year.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, thank you, Eddie. We appreciate what you do here at INTV.
I appreciate being a guest on INTV.
So, like Eddie said, he is sitting in for Nolan. Nolan's in Prescott, and we don't miss him so much.
Not quite so, but
it's good to have a little change of pace. This is actually, I think this now qualifies as me being in the lead for amounts of news episode shot.
You have done quite a few on your own.
Yes, I have. I think I've done 2 without Nolan or so. So, yeah, I think that puts me in the runnings. Nice. I think he's only done 1 without me.
So, do I start labeling you as lead anchor?
I should be. Yeah, I should be the lead anchor to INTV. But for most of you out there know, summer is right around the corner, but it's still feeling like winter. And the snow has fallen in P.O. Point and reminding us that it's not quite over. And it might be here to stay.
It might. So, you might want to start doing more indoor activities, like gaming.
Oh, there you go. And with this winter upon us, that only means one thing. New gaming consoles are around the corner for this upcoming holiday season.
The new PS4 is coming out, and the new Xbox, I think they're calling it Xbox One.
Or a 720, I think it's all up in the air.
I don't know, but either way, new consoles are coming out, and they're a lot smarter than the ones we've had before. A lot more you can do with them.
They've came a long way since the original NES.
No, yeah.
The 16-bit system.
See, that was before my time. My first thing was the Super Nintendo.
There you go. And that was a great console.
Oh, God, yeah. Super Mario, I could never beat that.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Or no, that was Sega.
That was Sega,
that
yeah.
Was Sega. But that was just a little bit after Super Nintendo, I think. I think it was Super, then Sega, and so on and so forth. But we have reached that point. This 2013 holiday season, they're going to be releasing these new consoles, and we're here to tell you a little bit more about the pros and cons of each device. We'll kick off with the pros for PS4. The PS4 is going to have a Blu-ray device allowing users to be able to watch Blu-ray DVDs, which the Xbox will not. It has fast memory, high amounts of storage, and no monthly fees when it comes to online gaming. You can play while downloading. You can also play PS3, PS2, and PS1 games. The cons of this system are users will have to use their real name as their username. Friends can see everything that you do. It can't be turned off. It has an integrated social button. They use Ustream as streaming services on Twitch TV or YouTube. New controller has a touchscreen. I think the touchscreen for the new controller is kind of a pro and not so much of a con. PS3, PSN purchases won't be transferred to PS4s.
Well, I mean, that's all good and bad, but let's take a look at the new Xbox. As far as pros go, it's a lot cheaper. It has Xbox Luma Room, has Kinect capabilities, more processing power, faster storage due to the use of SSDs, great variety of media capabilities like Netflix, etc. Developers can make apps for the Xbox 720 like YouTube, Twitch, Machinima, etc. And it has Kinect 2.0, which is, I'm guessing, a new upgraded version of it. And the controller is really advanced. The second you touch it, it signs you in if you're using multiple users. So, it's pretty smart. The cons are, you can't use secondhand games on it. There is a monthly fee. There's advertisements on their dashboard. And there's the always online feature.
And don't take our word for it. This pros and cons list, it might be some cons that we read that might be pros for you, and some pros that we read that might be some cons for you. And as far as the money game is concerned, they haven't really released a steady price yet for what they're going to release the devices at. They're saying both the devices are going to range from $350 to $400. I wouldn't be completely mind blown if it was a little bit more than that, though.
Also, you gotta think about the pros and cons. They have till the holidays to release. Some changes can be made with the system. So if enough people complain about the cons, they might change them.
They're definitely going to tinker with them a little bit. That's what they seem to do with every system that they release. You'll get a PlayStation like 3 right when it first comes out, and they release a new updated version the month after. So it might not be a bad idea to wait a little bit for the prices to go down and the system to be upgraded and almost even get a better system in the long run.
Yeah, I know you probably want to get them during the holidays, but that wait might be worth it.
And there's no better way to develop or find out the pros and cons of these two systems than to buy both the systems themselves, which I know a lot of people that do, but I think I'm going to stick to PlayStation.
I might stick to my Game Boy.
Yeah, there you
Pokemon?
go. Game Boy, yeah, Nintendo DS perhaps.
Alright, well, moving on. We've all heard about those tornadoes that happened in Oklahoma. There has been this news report of a woman called Barbara Garcia. She was getting interviewed by CBS, and she was talking about how she lost everything. She lost her dog, and out of nowhere, her dog just pops out of the rubble.
Here is a video clip of that.
I was sitting on the stool holding my dog, and I had some stuff on top of me. The dog. Oh, Fuzzy, bless your little bitty heart. Oh. Thank you.
Sometimes it takes a really big thing to make you realize how important the small things are in life, such as this, and that's exactly what happened with Barbara Garcia. And our hearts and prayers here at Channel 40 go out to all of the tornado victims down in Oklahoma and Oklahoma City.
Alright, moving on from that, Nolan was doing a bit of digging through our storages, all our files and whatnot, and he found the very first Channel 40 episode filmed in 2009, the month of April. Let's take a look at it real quick.
Local news covering April 24th through May 1st, 2009.
Welcome viewers, and thank you for tuning in to the first edition of Cable Channel 40's Local News, brought to you by Inland Networks, where we're based on just local news. Any kind of news, please let us know. We'll start it off today. I have a good story. A teacher was awarded this month at the school board meeting.
And are you part of this community at all? Or are you just traveling or passing through?
Wow, Jeff, great job on that interview. You really got the attention of the townspeople of Roslyn and the people participating in that art walk. Great job, man.
Yeah, it was a fine event. I must say so myself, Nolan.
Obviously, that was our first clip, first ever aired news here at Channel 40, which we are now known as INTV. We've came a long ways. Nolan is starting to find his words.
Yeah, he's so great. He's still graceful with his words.
Yes, he is.
The grooming closed last week. Jeff?
It's going to make a bumpy ride.
Very.
Very bumpy ride.
Just to add in another thing about snow, I totally forgot about this. Sorry again, Jeff.
And Jeff was sitting there doing the hand rub.
That's kind of my go-to nervous type of thing.
Yeah?
I got it from my buddy.
Did you get nervous and wear two polos at the same time too?
Yeah. That was a trend that I started myself, and it really caught on, so I just kind of had to let it die. I'm kind of a hipster, so once it started becoming popular, I had to go to flannel.
Really? Yeah, man. I saw quite a few people in California wearing that. So
double polo.
Yeah.
Yep, started up here in Roslyn, Washington.
Pretty influential, Jeff. Was that before Wade started working here?
Yes, it was. I think it was long before Wade started working here.
Wade's wacky joke.
I believe it was just me, Nolan, and Jeff Rabnold in the Channel 40 studio. This upcoming Monday, the 25th, marks Memorial Day. A lot of us out there abuse this holiday for a 3-day weekend, but we cannot take our eye off what's most important about this holiday. Celebrating the lives lost of our past veterans and soldiers in the armed forces. Roslyn Cemetery is going to be hosting this event, and the guest speakers are going to be Jim Idemiller and Lisa Browett. Please come and join us for attendance of this Memorial Day celebration. It's going to be kicking off at 11 a.m.
The local Beast exhibit is now at the Roslyn Library. Go check it out. Look at all the Beast pictures and other forms of art that have been made. They're all around the library, so whenever you get a chance, just stop by.
And like we mentioned before, Stan the Man fundraiser is just around the corner. He's trying to offset a $30,000 medical bill, trying to raise $7,500. This is going to be taking place at the Stonehouse in Roslyn. This is going to be a private cocktail dinner party, and it's going to be taking place June 1st from 6 p.m. to 9:30. If you want to become a corporate sponsor of this event, it's $250 a piece.
The student learning celebration was this Wednesday at the Walter Strawn Middle School, so check out a couple clips from it.
Demonstrating the U.S. History CBA. It basically is designed to focus on constitutional issues we have right now. gets the public thinking about what we have wrong or right with the Constitution. So this is the full class project. It is basically like the final for the whole class.
This is the Cleon Rising High School's Amnesty International chapter. This is our booth. So we have petitions to sign on related campaigns that we've been working on, plus a couple stickers, bumper stickers, magnets, pamphlets with more information about the work we do. So we just wanted to show everyone that we've been fighting for human rights all this year, as well as, you know, being scholastic.
So these are all 2-scale projects. So basically we have like a desk that we have up in the high school that's exactly 2-scale. We have a giant remote. We have a 2-scale Leaning Tower of Pisa. And then we have a couple iPhones. And we have pencils and calculators. And that's about it. We had to do a write-up on what we did. This is high school geometry. We were learning about scales and putting things into ratios and all these other things, and so we learned how to multiply ratios so that they're bigger or smaller, and it's in the same ratio.
This is my autobiography. It was a project I did in Spanish class, describing myself. 45 minutes. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. My project was, it took the course of about 2 weeks, and I worked really hard on translating my past, present, and future, manipulating different grammar concepts to do so in Spanish to describe a little bit about myself with some video clips and pictures, and that's about it. The toughest part of it, I think, was deciding what information to use, because there's a lot about my past and my present and what I want to do in the future, but I had to keep it somewhat condensed, so I had to nail down what I wanted to do.
I just kind of started drawing, and then I just kind of like let my mind do the rest of it.
What is it a picture of?
It's just really random. It's like a squid with a koala bear, and the diamond, the sun, and the earth, and bubbles. This one's an elephant.
How long did it take you?
Like 3 days.
What was the hardest part?
Probably doing the designs on the inside.
This is my project. We read the book 1984 by George Orwell, and our project was to make 3 different pieces. 2 of them had to be writing in order to support a different thesis or a thought, and it had to be about a certain theme. So for mine, I did the theme of privacy. And in the book, there's these 2 children. They're the Parson children, and they're kind of creepy. They are junior spies, and they basically work for the government to spy on their neighbors, on their teachers, their parents, and they do the government's work. So in order to show exactly to what extent the children went to, I created a journal from the children's point of view to show what they did throughout the day in order to take out the government's work. And also, I made a lesson plan that their teacher, their scoutmaster, would have made, and it shows how the government forces themselves into the children's lives in order to make them think how they want them to think. And then I made this painting, and these are the children, and they're looking through a keyhole at Winston, and Winston's the main character of the book 1984, and he wants to like go against the government, and he's writing a journal, so they're like spying on him.
So this one's body fat, and it's how you measure your body fat percentage. So you can see what body fat is, just like the fatness in your body to lean body fat.
And there's different ways to measure your body fat. There is the skin fold caliber, which basically like pinches your skin and measures how much body fat you have. Then there is the DEXA scan. It's kind of like an x-ray, but it measures how much body fat you have.
And then we've got the anthropometric measurements. It's like you literally just measure your whole body, and it like calculates the measurements of your body fat.
What was the hardest part of the project?
Probably finding out the information about it.
What was the funnest part?
Making it. I'm Zulima Perez, and I'm in 9th grade.
I'm Cole Andrus, and I am in 9th grade.
We're with Teens Against Tobacco Use.
And what's your project?
It's a club.
It's a club?
Yeah.
What do you guys do in this club?
We
go to like elementary and middle school classes, and we do presentations for like half hour to an hour about the impacts of tobacco use in the family.
Like what?
Like secondhand smoke. And then we do really cool demos, like this one and this one.
What's in that one?
This amount of tar, which is a quart. That's how much you inhale in your lungs if you smoke a pack a day for a year.
Okay. What about the other one? That's what?
The amount of phlegm.
Amount of phlegm what?
In your lungs over a pack a day a year.
Okay, and what about all this bleach and all these other...
These are all the things that are actually in a cigarette, and there's a super long list
That's not the whole
of things that are in a cigarette.
Well, it's a kind of a community evening to highlight all the great projects that high school and middle school students have done over the year, and see what they've been learning, and look at some of their senior projects.
All right, so what's your favorite project so far?
Well, let's see. There was a kid over there who looked into the effects of chemical weapons over the centuries. That was pretty interesting. I talked to one girl who's learning to be a physical therapist and how she wants to go to school, and that was pretty neat. And talked to some kids who are trying to keep other kids out of cigarettes, so that was pretty good too.
If you did not attend this year, be sure to attend next, because the things that those students are doing down in that school, given it's a public school, it is one high-end public school if you ask me.
Oh, it definitely is.
Look where it got me today.
Oh, I know you're so advanced.
Look where it got me today.
All right, well, now on a commercial break.
Have you seen Cle Elum Farm and Home's clothing department lately? They've updated the whole department and have name brands like Carhartt, Columbia, Under Armour, and Timberland work boots. They also have a great selection of women's clothes, including a large assortment of women's bling jeans. They've got a great selection of fishing gear, camping and hiking supplies, guns, ammo, and gold panning equipment. Combine all of that with their hardware, electrical, and massive lawn and garden center. Farm and Home is really your one-stop shop, conveniently located in downtown Cle Elum.
The Cle Elum Public Market is finally here. It will be starting on May 5th and will run from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So come on down. We're sure you'll find a great deal. We have artisans, crafters, farmers, entertainers, and charitable organizations. Located on North Harris Avenue in historical Cle Elum, this side street turns into a lively marketplace every week. So don't forget to come on down this Sunday and every Sunday morning. Brought to you by the Vision of Cle Elum.
This Saturday, May 25th, the Rosalind Ronald Cle Elum Heritage Club presents the Croatian Heritage Celebration at the Ronald Hall. The dinner starts at 5 p.m. with tons of traditional Croatian cuisine. After dinner, enjoy a dance performance by the Seattle Junior Tambouristans at 6:30. Then, after the performance, get up and dance to music by Sinovi of Seattle. So join us on May 25th at 5 p.m. at the Ronald Hall. Brought to you by the Rosalind Ronald Cle Elum Heritage Club. We hope to see you there.
Welcome back to the May 23rd, 2013 edition of INTV Team Action News. I'm Jeffrey Jorgensen.
And I'm Eddie Castillo.
And for those of you paying attention to our commercials, you noticed the Croatian Day celebration was discussed. This is coming up this upcoming Friday.
It will be taking place at the Stonehouse building, so be sure to be there.
And now let's go on to Civic News. That was a good, that was good. I like that, Eddie. I like how we were in harmony there. I think it's impossible to be out of harmony when there's two of us, but one of us is not singing. But that's all right.
I tried.
What's going on in South Cle Elum City Council, Eddie?
Well, the fire chief was there, and he was reminding people to be careful because it will start drying up pretty soon. You can start fires in your backyard. Just remember, don't throw trash in. Don't throw rubber in, and don't throw your yard compost.
And here's a clip of that meeting.
I just want to stress that if a citizen does have a burn complaint of any sort, to utilize KitCom, and that way it can get dispatched through and the call not be missed. And on that note, town of South Cle Elum, it is legal to burn 3x3 fire if it's cut season firewood. No garbage, no yard waste, anything of that nature. And warning, it's it's going to start getting dry here real soon, so our brush truck is up and running. But that doesn't mean we want to start putting out brush fires, so ask people to be more careful.
And that concludes Civic News. Oh, that was hard.
Oh, thank you,
that was a little harsh.
Thank you.
Yep. And now let's go on to Randy Winkler with this week's movie review.
Hey, it's Randy Winkler again, your friendly neighborhood movie reviewer. This week I'm doing Star Trek Into Darkness. I loved it. It was great. Into Darkness followed right from the first new Star Trek. I want to be careful not to say too much because there's definitely a giveaway in this movie that they've tried not to say, so I'm going to try not to say it too. But the fact that from the first new Star Trek there's a whole different timeline is just really cool. A lot of the same things that you saw throughout all of the Star Trek, the original Star Trek stuff, are intermixed somehow in here with, but in a different way. So it makes it really interesting. And once again, I love Scotty and Dr. McCoy and Spock and Kirk and all the new actors that they got to play them really look like what Kirk and those guys looked like back then, kind of. So if that makes any sense, go see it. So hey, we're starting a new segment starting this week. They're gonna see if you can guess an outtake from a movie, and it'll be one of everybody's favorite movies, and they'll show a little clip from it here.
Gentlemen, it has been a privilege playing with you tonight.
And there's a phone number across the screen, or you can go to Facebook and guess what movie it's from, and if you do, you can win some movie tickets. So try that. Don't forget to go to your Roslyn Theater and enjoy INTV on Channel 40.
Thank you, Randy Winkler, for that movie review. It looks so intense.
Yes, it does.
That sounded sarcastic.
Yeah, but I don't know. It looked like a pretty good movie to me. That would be one that I'm going to go watch in theaters.
Yep. Now, this is a new segment we're trying out on INTV. If you like it, let us know. If you don't, let us know as well. This is Johnny's Corner.
So, I want you to tell me, what's that on your shirt?
A Mickey Mouse.
What does he do?
He don't work.
He doesn't work? What does he do all day?
To stay up when it's dark in the light.
He just stays up all night? So, Johnny, who's the fastest person you know?
Me.
You're the fastest person you know? Are you really fast? How fast are you?
Faster than my friends.
Faster than your friends? Are you faster than your dad?
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm faster than Sky.
Is he slow?
He doesn't go this fast.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I don't want to grow up.
You don't want to grow up?
No.
You want to be little your whole life?
Yeah.
You're smart, Johnny.
Thank you, Johnny O'Shaughnessy. Very wise words. Gave me something to wrap my mind around.
Oh, the kid is wise beyond his years.
Yes, he's beyond his own knowledge.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
He's so smart he doesn't even know he's that smart.
I know. It's pretty crazy.
Well, now let's move on to Warrior Sports. Warrior Sports. I try to get you guys to not do that. This past May 22nd, the Warrior Special Olympics team had a competition in West Valley High School in Yakima. They competed in the shot put, 100-meter dash, and 200-meter dash. We'll have more info on that on Monday.
And that concludes Warrior Sports. Eddie likes that.
I love it.
Yeah, Eddie loves that. Reminding all of our viewers out there that the UKC Men's Softball League is now the UKC Intramural Softball League. So if you'd like to sign up a team, be sure to give us a call at 649-3940 and we'll give you directions on how. Reminding all of you guys out there who are interested in this, you must have at least one girl on your team or have at least one guy on your team. These are the new rules. I don't write them, I just abide by them.
Who's Inland planning on getting on their team as far as women?
I don't know. We actually had a call in the other day indicating that some little lady would like to be on our team, but I don't know if we have a spot held for some people out there.
You should try Amy. She's a giant.
Yeah, I know. We should have tryouts.
Then
if we had tryouts, chances are there would be like 14 women that like try out to be on our team, and then they would make me try out, and I'm probably no better than any of them. So I don't like that idea. No tryouts.
Well,
we'll just stick to keeping Jeff on the team. I could wear a wig, maybe.
I'm saying Amy probably, but I did say she's taller. Then again, everybody's taller than me though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're probably the shortest one in the office.
He is officially the world's shortest living man.
We're going to shut her down tonight with a big story. 3 women that were kidnapped and taken against their consent for 10 years have been found and recovered and made it safely home.
I'm sure everybody's seen the Charles Ramsey video, went viral, of him calling 911 to help find 3 women that had been kidnapped for over a decade. He decided that he didn't want to keep any of the reward money and he wanted to give it all back to them. This inspired other people to want to give money and try to help the women who, because they were kidnapped for a whole decade, really had nothing. The women just recently released a press release. Here's what it said. It said, "The outpouring of public support has been nothing short of remarkable. To have complete strangers offer loving support in the form of money, goods, and services, reaching out to help like a family member is appreciated in ways that are impossible to put into words. Amanda, Gina, and Michelle, who have asked for nothing, are frankly overwhelmed by it all."
Heroes stepping up, not knowing that they're heroes, it makes you realize out there, just be nice to whoever it is you come across on the street. Nothing is wrong with a smile.
Oh no, it puts freaking hope back in mankind.
Yes, it does, absolutely. And the most amazing part about this story that I didn't even hear, one of those 3 women that were held against their consent actually had a baby with the kidnapper, and I believe the child is 6 years old, and she is now safe and sound as well.
Now to wrap it all up, here's a couple birthdays.
Birthdays! First off, on May 23rd, we would like to wish Tessie Durant Bolero a very happy birthday.
On May 24th, Ivan Snyder.
And on May 26th, Jennifer Hoffman, happy birthday.
On May 29th, Magenta Love and Chad Talton.
Very happy birthday to all the May babies. Mine's just around the corner in a couple months, July 11th. So if you're thinking, I'll give you some time to send me some gifts.
Just give them time to process what they want to get you.
Yeah, wrap it around your heads a little bit. But yep, just throwing it out there. Anyways, it's been a couple local boys.
Shooting your local news.
And I'm Jeffrey Dorkison.
I'm Eddie Castillo.
We'll see you guys next week.
Adios. This is probably throw like what we want.
Yeah.
Because we're grown.
Yeah. Because we're adults.
Not really.
It's good to have you here today.
Thank you for having me, guest on my own show.
A guest on your own show?